Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of To the Magic and Beyond. My name is Jordan, and I'm here with my co-host Michelle.
Hello.
And we've got producer Courtney and producer Logan. Say hi.
Hey guys.
Hi.
You still have to say,
I was-
even though you're on camera now, you still have to say hi.
Oh,
to
is that
the-
how it works?
Yeah, your audio listener still too. He's waving to the camera.
Hi.
Our five watchers can't pass it all.
We've been trying to encourage you over the last several weeks to go watch on YouTube as well, because that's half the fun
Yeah.
Yes.
is watching our goofiness.
And now you
And-
can see all four of us.
Yeah, all four of us on at the same time. Why wouldn't you want to see that?
Does that make you feel special, Courtney?
That's a hot take.
Hot take. We're that much better now that all four of us are on camera.
That's right. Now it's worth watching.
Well, speaking of hot takes, that leads us right into our subject for this week. We thought it would be kind of fun to do an episode on some Disney hot takes. See what kind of drama we can stir up.
For those of you that don't know what a hot take is, does anybody want to take a stab at the definition of a hot
Yeah.
take?
Go
I feel
ahead,
like you
producer
did a good job
Logan.
when we pitched the idea.
Oh, well, what did I say then?
I don't
I don't
remember.
Hot take, for example, I'm carrying this podcast right now. That's a hot take. Because clearly, no. Basically, it's like it's an opinion that could really start some controversy.
It's polarizing.
It's a polarizing. It's unpopular.
The
or it's a
opposite
minority.
of what
like
most think.
Yeah.
A
It is
minority.
satire.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, it could also just be for fun.
So just know that what we're about to say and do
Yeah.
is for fun.
We-
And we like to laugh. If we can't possibly go on enough trips to do a pre-trip and a post-trip every week for you guys. I mean, I would like to, but we're not making that kind of money because we're not making any money.
The opinions expressed on this show do not expressly. Yeah.
These are not our true opinions and do not represent the show.
Yes.
The opinions expressed on this show do
Nor
not.
our
What is the word?
friend. So like, if trust me, there might be something spicy enough that you're like, wait a minute, I'm
thought they
offended
liked
by.
Disney.
Don't be offended.
No.
We're telling you now. Don't be offended.
Some of these might be actual hot takes that we have, and others might just be ones either that we've heard or we thought of that could be funny to
Or like,
kind of
hey,
stir
And
up
spicy.
the pot.
I wonder
yeah.
if anybody else thinks this because it could be a hot take.
Yeah.
Or some of them might be things we really think deep down.
So
And-
don't come at us, but also if you would like to argue one or the other, please do so in the comments very nicely, though.
Yes. Because for those of you that know me personally, know I like to do a good pot stirring. So let's go.
You want to kick
Anybody
us
wanna
off
start?
there? I feel
Yeah.
like
Do we want
I
to
feel
start
like-
small or want to just hop
I feel
right
like
in?
our pot stirrer should just kick us off. Just
Oh.
I don't
she's
know. 'cause,
ready.
like,
Dive
I don't
on
want
in
to climax
with the
this too
spoon.
soon. I want to make sure that we get there at the right time.
Okay,
Courtney,
well-
you want to start?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's do Courtney first.
Because mine will...
Because sweet little Courtney,
He's going to drop a bomb. You just like,
how bad could
hot
sweet little
take,
Courtney
Disney's
be?
terrible. I don't know why I'm
actually
here.
upset that we're going.
Hot take, Disney podcasts are stupid. Nobody listens.
I guess one that we've probably all heard is Disney hotels aren't worth the price.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's,
man.
that's just wrong. No, I'm kidding.
Terrible.
That's the point
terrible.
of a hot take.
Everyone in this room would highly disagree with
Yes.
And
But
that's
it is one.
including-
That is a popular hot
That's a very
take.
popular
No, that's
one.
a hot take that says, why would I spend money on a room that I'm only going to sleep in when I can stay out at the Hampton Inn, right? Out on I-9 or Arlo Bronson Parkway, even in Disney Springs. We just stayed off property
Yeah.
for one night.
The last minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last minute because of the ice storm. Got a great
Another
rate.
place. We ain't hating, but like once you stay at a Disney property, it's so hard to like. There's just so many wonderful things about it.
Listen, if you like feeling special, and I like it, I am not rich, but I get to pretend like it for a minute because even at the value resort, they're like, "How can I help you?"
Okay, let's break this down. Hot take within a hot take. Staying at Grand Floridian or Contemporary, a deluxe, is not worth the money. That would be
That's
the
a hot take.
Like
Yeah.
the perks you get staying on site is huge.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about people saying it's a hot take to it's not worth the money to stay at a Disney property, well, there's all levels of Disney properties. So to me, I might be under the impression that paying $750 a night to stay at Grand Floridian is not worth it. But I'm not going to say that paying $175 a night to stay at All Stars is not worth it. Does that make sense?
No, 100%.
So there are levels to it. As
Jordan and I
True.
just had this conversation
but you like feeling
an hour
special.
ago.
You might love the opportunity to stay at Grand Floridian, and I would like to one day.
Oh, no, I'm going to stay there
Right.
one day.
But to fork out
But maybe with a
$7,000
group.
for a week.
Yeah, we're splitting
Maybe with
the
a group
cost.
that I'm splitting it with. Because I've paid $600 a night for a hotel once with my husband, and it was completely not planned. And he is not a $600 a night per person for those of the listeners that know my husband. He's a great guy, but he is not into that. And he was the meanest human being that entire night, and it was his fault that we had to do it.
So
There's a
not-
hot take.
Not such a hot take for Danny.
But we literally, it's oh goodness, what's the big other expensive? It's not the Hyatt. It's
Like
in,
brand?
It's in Indianapolis. It's the
Omni?
nope. It's the hotel that has an escalator in it, but it's connected to the convention center in the stadium in Indianapolis, and I can't think of the name of it. J.W. Marriott. I
Oh.
just did. I just remembered it because there's one in Indy.
Because none of us were getting there.
I've stayed there, which was not $600 for Katie had a band trip thing that she performed at the Colt Stadium. But in Florida, there's a JW Marriott that's not at all like that one in Indianapolis. And it reminds me a little bit of a Spanish Grand Floridian. And it was really nice. And Danny hated it because we don't pay
'Cause of the
$600
price.
a night.
He might would have liked it if he paid $100 for it.
What was
but-
really bad is we could have paid that same amount
and stayed at
and
Grand.
stayed at Grand Floridian. And that's where the disagreement hot take came in. But I agree. I actually agree with your hot take.
Logan.
Because I would
Logan.
argue definitely that like the value in staying at an all-star, it's not, if it's more expensive than a decent off-site hotel, it's not much more expensive. But you don't have to pay for parking. You get the free transportation. You get the early hours. I mean, there's so many things you do get at the low levels.
Yep.
That I would call that a hot take.
That's not really escalated.
That it's not worth the
when you're
value,
paying
because that is worth
more.
the value.
Yeah.
Well, right. Because unless you're a pass holder, you're going to give some of that money right back to Disney to pay to park every day.
Right. And Jordan looks up hotels for clients all the time, and if they want to stay off site, she'll run those numbers, and I mean, unless you want to stay in a very questionable hotel, you're still spending maybe $150 a night. I mean,
Yeah.
what's the trade-off there for $25 a night to get all that other stuff? So.
Yeah, I mean, I personally have been looking, and I mean, I'm a Hilton person, and so I found some places that I could stay with Hilton that say as low as 138. They're not, because
Yeah.
that's
Once you get a refundable rate.
yeah, and I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. No, there are.
But you know, once you look at it and you do it, you're inching on up there to where it's $50 more. And if you got $50 and it's worth it to you, then you should do it. If that $50 means you can't go to Disney, then don't do it. But you're going to pay to park, so half of that $50 is
Right.
now gone to park.
And there may be times where
Yeah.
there's not a cheap resort available. Maybe all stars are booked or whatever. That makes sense. Or we talked about, this is the reason we put the Disneyland key out there, because we might talk about Disneyland tonight.
Yes.
The resorts at Disneyland may not be worth it to you. Now, we loved staying right there next to it, but there's not a cheap value resort there, really.
No.
So
Yeah, no.
that's a different hot
There's
take.
some partner
Yeah, that one's
hotels.
different. That one's different.
That's way different.
But Disney World is for sure worth it. In my
so good
opinion.
hot take,
Good hot
Courtney.
take.
That was the way to go.
Check. Next.
Logan?
No, I don't have any.
You don't have any?
Keep going.
I
Okay.
have one. I have one.
I can come up with some, but y'all had so many pre-show that I'm excited to get these out.
I have one, and it does stem back to Disneyland.
Uh-oh.
My hot take is that the churros are not better at Disneyland than Disney World.
Peace on that. That is 110% true.
I I haven't had a churro at Disney World.
I'm not
but
saying the worlds are better. I'm just saying I didn't notice an immaculate difference
I'm gonna
between
take that.
any churro that I've eaten ever.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take that hot take and take it a step further. That I'm gonna say that for the past 10 years, all I've heard is how much better the food is at Disneyland, and that Disney World does not have good food, and that's garbage.
Yeah.
It is not. I'm not saying Disneyland food is bad. I did not have anything bad while we were there.
Oh yeah, I liked both equally. I wouldn't say that one to me stood out.
But I
Now,
wouldn't say it's better.
we didn't explore the foods as much as we have gotten to.
But everything we ate was different.
Yeah, everything we ate was different,
Not
and
the
it was
same.
amazing. It
Not
was
the same.
delicious. Like
Like,
I
I'm-
loved every food we had.
Well, and I'm glad it's different. Like minus churros and beignets, right? Those were the two things I think they got at both places.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
but-
but they do have so
Popcorn.
many different
Popcorn. Oh.
popcorn.
I got a hot
Don't
take
get
on
her
that too. Got a hot take on the popcorn. That even wasn't one of my hot takes. But that's a hot take now. Yeah, because I had remembered again. That was terrible. That was bad.
Thank you,
what
Logan.
can I say except you're welcome?
But I think that you just hear all the time that the food is a better quality.
Yeah.
The food is just different. And I will say this, minus one restaurant at Disney World right now off the top of my head, I would say everything was equal, that it's just as good. And
Yeah.
that would be Tusker House.
I just
Do
everything.
better.
I hadn't heard as much about the food in general, but I just felt like leading up to Disneyland, everyone was like, the churros are so good. And we ate a churro and it was fine. But I wouldn't say
I
it was.
one fine.
it changed my
one I did
life.
not like.
Courtney did not like
Yeah,
the
the purple
celebration.
one.
The
Yeah.
celebration one.
Yeah.
I
Courtney
did
was
not
Do you
like,
have a more?
I did not like it. You eat it. I don't want it.
Yeah, that one was a little funky, but they do have a lot more variety of flavors that you can try
yeah.
at Disneyland.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will give it that, but I did not have like a churro there that just changed my world like everyone typically talks about.
Just
But maybe
churros.
that's just me, but that was my my hot take is I think they're equal.
Okay. Hot take on the popcorn situation. You should not sell popcorn buckets Disneyland if they're not refillable. And there should be a sign somewhere that says these
different.
popcorn buckets aren't refillable. We're not Disney World. We're owned by the same company, but we're different. Okay, us popcorn bucket people, we're depending upon the refillable nature of that popcorn
Oh,
bucket.
you can refill it. You're just paying full price.
That's not a refill.
No.
That's not a refill. And
You're buying a
Don't get me
whole
started on other
box.
refills.
and like, yeah, you got a hot take. And not to mention the fact that they don't even have popcorn stands at Disneyland like they should. It's boxed popcorn that's, I mean, not fresh. At least at Disney World, you're like moving that around in a light where it at least makes me think it's warm and fresh. And you're refilling my bucket for $2, so I'm not too upset when I gotta pay. Yes, ma'am, it's $7. No, I have this bucket. We don't do that here. That's what she's $7? No, that's a hot take.
We need to be nice to Disneyland.
Yeah.
'cause we had a great time.
Disneyland.
love
Hot take:
Disneyland.
Disneyland's better than Disney
Again,
World. No,
even
I'm just
our
kidding.
even our food, we were saying they're equal. We didn't say Disney
Popcorn
World was
is
better
not
at
equal,
all.
though.
I
Do
was just like,
better.
yeah, but the
Do
the
better.
churros and the food were equal, but the popcorn is not equal.
It is not equal, but I'm coming back. You're gonna get my money again.
we
It's
still
okay.
we still love you very much, Disneyland.
And remember, we said at the beginning, it's fun, but that is something you should work on. Popcorn.
I got one for you. Hot take: Disney live action movies are better than the originals. Boom.
That's terrible.
That's why it's a hot take.
That's terrible.
I would rather go watch the live action Snow White right now than the original. I would probably rather watch the Lilo and Stitch live action right now than the original.
Not Lion King.
I haven't seen Lion King. I liked Aladdin. I liked several of them. I haven't seen all of them. So, but it's just a hot take. It's just, up for discussion.
Glaring.
I know, man.
Point of hot
It's just
takes.
terrible. I will say Jungle Book was very, very good live action. Have you seen that one?
No.
But it's still not as good as the original. My only issue, here's my hot take on the live actions. Most of
Michelle's
them have
hot take
taken
for every
the
hot
most
take.
of the most of the music has been taken out.
Mm.
Most
Looking
of
at
the
you, Milan.
original
I
music.
feel like the ones I've watched, I guess, didn't.
Yeah, all the ones you mentioned still had the music. But yeah, Mulan, no music. Cinderella, even technically no
Cinderella?
music.
Lion
music.
King had music.
It was the same songs.
It's terrible.
All right, give us a different hot take to talk about.
It was
Let's go.
terrible. That was terrible.
That was a good hot take.
The
was a
Lion
hot-
King.
you
You
asked
might
for a hot
spark a
take.
That
debate
was
on
that was good. I think people
Yeah.
will comment on that because
Yeah.
a lot of people hate. I don't hate the live actions. I don't love all of them, but I don't hate them, and I like that they're doing them. And like some of the ones that people really hated, I actually liked, like Snow White. I really liked
I
that one.
will say, I have very high expectations for the live action of Tangled because I feel like so far they have knocked the casting out of the park. I think
Yes.
they've done very good casting, and I'm very excited
Yes,
for
and
that
I-
one. But they better treat it right, and I think they're at least caring for it with the casting, which makes me feel like they're going to do a good job with it.
One of the
But we'll
problems with
see.
hot takes, and that was a problem with mine, is if you make it a blanket statement, then there's you can punch holes in that all day. I would not blanket statement every live action's better than the original. But there have been several that I liked better than the original.
Well, I mean, and Snow White's easy because it was
yeah,
a million
1938.
years ago.
Yeah.
There's really not much that happens in the cartoon version.
Well,
I know you said I haven't seen Lion King, but I think I would agree with you. It's probably not going to be my favorite. I'm not interested. I don't think I would like the Little Mermaid live action. There are some that are not for me. But
I thought Mufasa was very good. Of course, it's not a remake.
Yeah.
But I thought it was great. And if they had somehow flipped it with they missed the mark on Lion King, but
Yeah.
they know it.
Yeah.
The box office told them.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
Next.
take. Disney World is really for adults and not people with their kids.
oh, sounds like a personal bias take.
No, I go with people all the time that have little people, and I love it because I just love Disney. But the amount of Disney adult haters
Yeah.
that hate on people like us because we're all adults
Mm-hmm.
and we're not there with kids. I'm standing in line to meet Mickey Mouse,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't care that you don't like it. And just because you brought a kid with you doesn't mean you standing in line cheapens my ticket. Like, they don't sell adults tickets for
Mhm.
half price because
Yeah.
we're adults, and that means we only get to do certain things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that it's a funny hot take. But
There,
yeah,
there's
it
so
is
many
funny.
people there that think it's for the kids. It's for the kids, and if you're an adult, you shouldn't enjoy it as much as them. You should not have any, not benefits, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
yeah.
Those people have grown up inside their hearts. They're
Yeah.
not children. at
Wasn't
heart.
wasn't it my senior trip? We were at Epcot and we were standing in
we
line.
were but we were breaking some rules.
Well, come on.
Sort of. So a good friend. So we went for Courtney's senior trip with another family.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a great time, and it wasn't really. So when I say this, you're not supposed to save places in line and people jump line. But we were in a spot, and now I can't remember what they
I don't
call
remember
it.
where it was, but it was like
No.
multiple characters.
It's at Epcot, and it's at Epcot, Jordan, you know, where they bring out the spontaneous characters.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
even know who they're going to
Yep.
be, and it's on that
It's
side.
kind of a hodgepodge though. Like
Mhm.
there's not really specific lines for it. You kind of just
it's hodgepodge,
Yeah.
and it's kind
Little
of in an
backstagey,
alley.
yeah.
It's kind of like in an alleyway,
Mhm.
and you completely miss it if you're not there.
yeah.
Well, we saw it. Well, while we were in line and finishing up, the dads were over in the other line waiting on us. They were with us too.
Mhm.
And so we were just hodgepodging, but we
Mhm.
were already there. And so
Mhm.
we're just moving through the lines because there were like 4 characters,
Yeah.
I think, and we're just making our way. I mean, this one lady, like, she got tore up 6 ways to Sunday because the dads weren't getting in the pictures. And they're like, you're waiting here and you're not even he's like, no, I am participating. My
I just
daughter
don't want a
wants to
picture."
be in the picture with her friend, and this is what we're doing. And I mean, this lady just couldn't handle it. But I mean, you see people, if you're on Facebook posts, you see stories all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, I'm sure Instagram, same thing,
Yeah.
where people are at Disney World, they've gotten their spot on the curb for the parade
Mhm.
or for the nighttime fireworks show, and somebody comes up, Susie Come Lately, with their kids, and bunch in and then cram their kid right in front of these people that are sitting there.
Yeah.
and like those people were not there, and like we have kids, so we take priority. And that's not how the people that I go with kids, they're not like that
But there
at
are
all.
some that think
But there are
should get
people that
priority.
think that adults don't matter.
So the not so hot take here is Disney is not just for kids.
Yeah.
No.
That's a legit take. Now the hot take is Disney should be adults only. And I'm curious. I want you to expound. Do you have any details to expound on that?
I think it would be fun if there were like some adult only nights or something like
Oh,
ticketed
girl,
events that
days.
you could buy. Yeah.
I think if you said this would make Jordan's job really hard as a travel planner. But can you imagine if Tuesdays and Thursdays were adults only
all
at
day.
Disney? All day and all night. No kids allowed. No age. And when I say kids, I mean less than 18.
Yeah.
So if you're
Might
17
even
and
make
under,
that 25 and
there you go. So this is all you could do. So, and even if the ticket was higher, guys, they'd sell out all the time.
Absolutely.
Let's say it could be double,
Yeah.
and they would sell out.
Yeah.
Because the adults are paying anyway.
That's right. The
Yeah.
adults are paying.
You mean I can? Well, not me, but like a set of parents that pays for 4 usually could go without the 4 and basically pay the same price.
Right.
Yeah.
And
They
and
double,
they'd,
but
and
they
I
don't have to-
guarantee they'd probably be willing to pay the babysitter. Right?
On top of
Hot
it.
take. I'm going to get a babysitter. But yeah, so Disney's never doing that. And here's the thing about Walt, and that's why it's such hot takes and it's such a funny conversation to me, is Walt wanted a place for everyone.
Yes.
Not just, he didn't want a place for just kids.
Yep.
And that's why I said it's not so
It was
much of a
never-
hot take. Is
yeah.
it's
No.
not just for
It was
kids.
never intended to be just for kids.
So if you're that person that's running around yelling all the time about how all these adults are at Disney, these adults that are at Disney are helping keep Disney open and get those new attractions for you because we're
buying all the
spending the
merch.
money. Because here's the other hot take.
Popcorn buckets.
Disney adults that are coming all the time probably have decided that part of their personal budget
yeah, is going to Disney.
is going to Disney.
Yep.
Like, I just sat with a financial counselor who asked me a very random question, not really about your retirement and stuff, but
Yeah.
he said, how much do you spend per year at Disney? And I actually hung my head and said,
You don't want to know.
I don't think I want to tell you. You're my financial planner. He said, that's not how this
If
works.
I don't say it out loud, I don't have to
Right.
know it.
He said,
No
"But
accountability.
he said, I follow you on Facebook. And I went, yeah, we can talk about it. But yeah, so here's a hot take for some of my friends in the room.
Uh-oh.
Fireworks are overrated
Oh.
at Disney World. You spend an hour to get your spot. It's over in 15 minutes. And you can watch that on the 4th of July.
Sounds a lot like parades.
Oh, I wish you can't see Courtney.
You can see Courtney's face now. For those of you that have been listening and not watching, Courtney and I are now on camera, moving forward, hopefully.
stab, stab.
And now would be the
Heart
time to
just
go.
broke.
Poke,
Do you actually agree with that,
though? No. Again, satire.
I don't know.
Courtney.
I think she agreed with it until she saw your face. And then she's like, oh, I made her mad.
Katie would agree with it.
I enjoy the now that it's not just wishes.
Yeah.
I know, hot take, wishes is the best ever. Wishes was fine, but I kind of felt like I don't got to be in a certain place for this. I could be anywhere in this park.
It
and
ran for a
see
lot of years.
it
Wishes
long
did.
time
Yeah.
and just fireworks and music.
Yeah.
Right. And
It was
so-
still magical.
And I don't
though.
have to stay for every fireworks show
She's
at
tore
each theme park. Which Animal Kingdom doesn't even have them. But
I feel like Jordan's all on your side right now.
Yeah, I'm with
She
you.
is.
happily
You're
ever
just
after just
taking the
has
heat
my
for it.
heart.
Yeah.
And
Jordan.
you may see me tear up, but
I know.
on the next trip.
I get teared up. It was satire. It was satire. It was a hot take.
I don't
the
have
hot
to
take.
say
Oh,
for
I
all
know.
of them, but Magic
Just
Kingdom
like I said, if
fireworks.
you were my friends and you got kids and I go to Disney with you, Mary Grace, Becca, don't be offended because I want to go with your kids.
This
I'm
is a
not
hot take.
talking about you. It was a hot take. It's a
just
joke.
once,
I like to
a day
get
with
people
Hopkins.
fired up.
That one hit hard.
Ooh, I got another one.
All right, hot take.
Another hot
Go.
take. Ready?
Yeah.
The best rides at Disney World are not big roller coaster rides.
That's because you don't ride on them.
Yeah.
They're the classic 6.
That's right.
See how I didn't get upset?
If Courtney would have said it, you might would have.
Yeah.
You came
If
up
you
with
had
it,
said
so.
popcorn buckets are dumb, that would have been it.
Hot take.
Hot take. Popcorn
Hot take.
buckets. Y'all use them to decorate with all the time on all these sets.
Courtney's like, now that you mentioned it, I have another hot take.
Popcorn buckets are not worth the value.
They're not worth that
They're
much
not
I spend
worth
on them.
paying.
I can
Carrying
tell
them
you
all day
that.
long.
They're not worth paying for the second suitcase.
No, they're not.
No, they're
Or
not.
hitting people with scarves
God.
for 8 hours.
That was awful.
You got one over there?
He took
Oh,
some
yes.
people
You look
out.
like you were ready.
I do.
Oh, she's ready. She must be throwing a barb. She's
Magic
ready.
Kingdom is the worst park for adults.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
that
because all the kids are there. Back to the other hot take. If there were no kids, Magic Kingdom would be the place to be.
no. Magic Kingdom is the best part.
It's my
I like
favorite.
all the rides there.
Hard not to have it be
And
my
I have
favorite
now
too.
ridden. Hey, wait a minute. I think I've ridden every single. What have I not ridden? I've ridden every single ride at Magic Kingdom.
Space Mountain.
No, I've
No,
ridden it.
she's
I almost regretted it. No, I regretted it the whole time. The people on the ride with me almost regretted it, but I've ridden it.
You did ride it.
Yeah, it's not scary. It makes me throw up. That's what happens.
So I wonder if there's people out there that believe that it's the worst part. It has to do something with the crowds or
I'm
the
sure
kids.
there are. Yeah,
It's
I'm
gotta
sure
be.
there's.
Oh, food. A lot of people don't think
Yeah.
that they have
Yeah,
really
Epcot
good food,
gets-
and then there's no alcohol.
I was gonna say
There's not as
no
many alcohol
there is
options.
now or no? Do they have alcohol there now?
It's at like they have the
sit-downs,
lounge
you're right.
and then the sit
Yeah,
downs.
that's right.
Yeah, you can have it at a sit
It's
down,
not-
but you
you
cannot
cannot
walk
take
it
around.
into the
and
park.
then there aren't as many thrill rides, I guess. At
Mhm.
Magic
Well, and-
Kingdom.
Well, hot take, because you have to throw it out there. This is for you, Jackson. Universal's better than Disney.
Just like Disneyland and Disney. No, wait. Was it the food that we're
Mhm,
talking
the
about? They're
food.
equal.
They're equal.
For
Hot
me-
take.
for
Hot
me-
take. They're equal.
For
But-
me, I do legitimately love both of them. I know for Michelle, you prefer Disney over you don't hate Universal, but
No.
it's not your fave.
No.
But it has a lot more.
But I love Harry
extreme
Potter,
rides.
and I'm super excited to go to Epic. It just
Yeah.
hasn't worked out yet, and I'm
Yeah.
sure somebody's like, "Well, it could work out if you would just go." But because
Then we're sad when we're there because we're not going
Here's
to
a hot
Disney
take.
World.
we're trying to go as a family, and so that
We're gonna-
my
y'all are
husband
gonna
can
love it.
go to
Yeah.
Harry
I'm
Potter.
excited.
Y'all
I'm
love it.
I'm very
I,
excited.
I think
I
that-
do love both. I genuinely love both of them for
They're
different
just different.
reasons, but
Yeah.
Disney
Again, we're being funny. Again,
Yeah.
that is a hot
Universal, we will
take.
take your money.
Look, for a Disney related podcast, for Disney fans out there, that is a hot
It's a
take
very
that Universal's
strong
better.
opinion.
They're going to
Yeah.
argue that all day. But to someone like my brother who loves Universal more for all
does.
the reasons he does,
The hot take
it's a
for
hot
him
take
is
to him that
Disney's
Disney is better.
Better.
Like it
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
go
that's what
either
I'm
way.
saying.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for him, he thinks
Yeah.
he loves
For our
Universal.
listeners, it's a hot take.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you. I probably enjoy it just as much the times we've went.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm loving Disney and everything I'm experiencing and learning, but I'm having to do the same thing at Universal because I've only been twice. Well,
Yeah.
I'd only been once before I met you, and now we've been a couple times. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, I've been, and in fairness, I've been a lot to Disney, and I've only been 3 times to Universal,
Yeah.
and it's been a while. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to go back
Yeah.
and you know, like
See
I
it.
said, see Epic and that kind of thing. I will probably always be a Disney girl,
Well, that's okay.
but it
Yeah, that's
doesn't
fine.
mean. But I also love SeaWorld.
Yeah, me too.
I know. Don't hot take.
I like SeaWorld too.
Hot take. SeaWorld's not
Also
abusing
really-
animals.
Yeah.
I take SeaWorld exists. It's there.
They're
Hot
still
take.
open.
You can rope drop SeaWorld.
No one
Alone.
else will.
The animals aren't even there
They're
yet.
like, yo, lady, we just woke up.
Yeah, but you know, this is all fun. I mean, and I think the biggest thing about the hot takes to take away
Mm-hmm.
is just like we all found a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
That means we all have an opinion,
Yeah.
and opinions are worth nothing.
No.
Except to the person that
That has
holds
it.
the opinion.
Very
It's just
true.
like politics. You
Very
can have
true.
your politics, but everybody doesn't have to agree with you in your
Yeah.
politics.
Yeah.
You got another one?
I do. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like
Ooh.
more people might agree on this with me, but
Oh.
it is actually
In the
a
room or
pet
in
peeve.
general?
No, I feel like in general because I feel like it's probably also a pet peeve. But I my hot take is the fact that there are, I don't know what to call them, but the people who go out and buy all of the merch drops and then resell them on Mercari or whatever
Are pure evil.
are the worst thing that ever happened to Disney merchandise.
That's the coldest take we've
The
had all
personal
night.
shoppers.
Yeah, no,
You're not
I
talking about
don't-
the personal
I
shoppers.
don't mind the
No.
personal
No.
shoppers because
Reselling.
The
they're
reselling.
At
going in
ridiculous
and purchasing for
prices.
someone who
My
can't.
popcorn buckets.
They're getting one item for
Yep.
someone who
Oh, yeah,
wanted to
that's
go to the
fine.
park. I have no problem with
right.
the personal
But the
shoppers.
people that go buy 20
the
of
people
it.
that go and they buy every single piece of it that's on the shelf right there just so they can turn around and sell it for $20 more on eBay or like whatever, because I think that's so it's just
funny
terrible.
that you say that because the other day,
I hate it.
funny story happened. I don't know if I got them when I was with you. I think I got them when we went in 2021. But I have a collection of plates that I got that were really, really cute. I mean, they're not expensive or anything, but it was a set.
Yeah.
And it was 4 rides at
Magic
Disney
Kingdom.
World.
Yeah.
And so the Dumbo plate had an accident the other
Oh
day.
no.
Yeah. And you can't get them anymore because
Yeah.
Courtney immediately went out and I think was
Aw.
going to try to do me a solid and get me a plate. But I think when I bought them, they came as a set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went out to eBay, looked for the plate, took me 2 seconds, found the plates. Guess what? I paid for one Dumbo plate almost what it was going to cost me to get all 4. I could have bought the bundle of 4.
You should have done that
I mean,
to have a
and
replacement for any other ones. You
Yeah.
and then turned around and sold the other 3.
Yeah, there
like
you go.
this person was doing. But anyhow, I
Yeah.
bought it because I just needed that Dumbo
Yeah.
plate to be replaced as my
And
set's complete.
Like that, in a sense, like that's a
Yeah,
discontinued
they didn't
piece
buy it
of
all, right.
merch. It's whatever, like that.
And
if
obviously,
you want to
most
price it that
likely,
high,
their other 3, they all broke, and all they had left
they
was
just had the
Dumbo.
one. You're like, what
They
do I
have
do with
Dumbo.
this? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my beef is the ones where there's a new merch
Yeah.
drop or something, and now Disney does try to police it a little bit. Like there's certain things they know are going to be a hot commodity, so they limit it to 2 per person, right?
Yeah.
But they have to have.
But they've
that
only
rule.
started doing that
right
because
but,
of that.
but they have to have that rule because people will. We saw a lady on our last trip. There were those little like Zootopia mystery boxes
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. There were like 10 of them, and she ran in and scooped all of them into her stroller and bought every single one that was left. And I was like, that, like,
Yeah.
Did she even have a kid in
no,
the stroller?
there
No,
was no,
no,
child
she
in the
didn't have anybody
stroller.
else with her.
She was one of those people with the stroller.
Look,
Yeah.
if you're one
power
of those,
bags.
if you're a listener and you're one of those people,
Sorry.
think about your life choices
And we're not sorry.
You
and,
should
and
think
try to
about
do
it. It's just
better
the
because
fact
there's
that
a lot of
you're-
people out
yeah.
there that would like those, and you're just making a dime off of it.
Well, yeah, it's the fact that you're doing it just so you can turn around and basically sell it and profit.
Price
off
gouge
of
it.
and
Yeah.
price gouge.
I
it.
remember
And I'm
when
like,
people did that with the Wii's. When the Wii
Yes.
came out,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
people were buying them that could get them, and then they were selling them for double because that happened at our house. Like my
Yeah.
kids wanted a Wii, and I actually worked with someone who did that, and I made them feel so bad till they sold me that other one because y'all know I didn't let up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's-
that's a good one.
It hurts my heart when I see that, and you just look it up on, you Google it, and there it is on
Yep.
all the resale shops.
And it's
for-
not just in person; it's stuff online. Like
yeah,
they'll
they'll
go to the
buy
Disney
they'll buy
store.
shop from Shop Disney. They'll go in and add 10
Yeah.
to the cart, and then just to resell them. And I'm like,
yeah,
that's
and gouge
taking
people.
away from
Mhm.
someone who maybe was going to barely be able to afford that item in the first place,
Yeah,
but
one.
really
Yeah.
wanted it for a gift. Or now the
Yeah, or
only
their
option
kid.
they have is to pay more for it.
Yeah,
And I just think that's terrible. Like if you have rare Disney merch that you don't want any longer and you
like
want to put
popcorn
it up for
buckets when I
sale,
finally decide to let
yeah,
my collection
like
go.
that's fine. Like that is no longer an item that you can get.
I'm putting it in my
Right.
will.
But it just hurts my heart when I see like stuff like that, and I see comments of like, I really wanted this for my kid and I tried to get it, but because I wasn't on at 7 a.m. I didn't,
Yeah.
it makes me sad, and I think it takes a little bit of the magic out of Disney merch.
Yeah,
It makes it stressful.
Yeah.
I got one last hot take.
You've only got one left.
No, I got lots.
We'll save
more.
all the rest for
Yeah.
Part 2.
episode 2. Yeah, part 2.
Last one. Disney World is not overpriced.
Oh.
They're still selling out. I mean,
Yeah.
if something's overpriced, people don't go. People
Right.
don't buy it. So
Yeah.
I hope
you
they're
know-
not listening and raising the price now.
But like, there's all the no, they do that every year.
Yeah. They will continue to do
They
it
already
until
did it.
Till they hit
They're
the number
trying to
where
find
people
that
stop
line.
buying. They're like, okay.
But if you follow all the Facebook boards and all that kind of stuff,
People
you'll
be
find
hating.
that all people do is say that Disney has just priced the average American out. And so here's a hot take. Everybody spends their money. There are always people that can't go on vacation. And I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate if you can't go wherever it is you want to go because you legit can't afford it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not on here bragging about going. It is not a brag. It's just we all spend our money the way we spend it, right? Some people go to buy Titan season tickets. I don't know why you would, but you could do that.
Hot take.
Hey,
Hot
hot take. Titans are going to the Super Bowl. Hot take. All
They're
right.
gonna host it. They're visiting. They got their own tickets, but
Concert tickets, sports tickets.
Taylor Swift,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? I mean, baseball.
That's one night of a concert for 2 or 3 hours, and it had cost you how much?
couple $100.
Yeah.
Right. That's I
That's
think.
good for you. That's what you
Yeah.
wanna
So
do.
like
Great.
whatever it is.
Beach
but,
trip.
like,
Those are not cheap anymore.
they are not cheap.
Listen, people.
I'm trying to go on one, and I thought you could get a whole lot more for your money than what you can now.
Not
And that doesn't
anymore.
include like the food yet. It doesn't include attractions unless you are going to just sit in the sand.
And I'm not,
That's free.
because I cannot. Everyone knows that. That is not going to happen. I can't do it. So, again, goes back to the Disney adulting, right? Like, you spend your money the way you want to, and you retire, and we'll spend ours the way we want to, and we'll retire.
Do we wish that the prices were what they were 20 years ago? For sure.
Yeah,
But
same with the price of gas.
they've honestly kept up with every other vacation entity. And I'll tell you that as a travel planner. There are not many full-on trips besides maybe just doing like a little road trip where you're staying at like a Hampton Inn every night.
Right.
There are not many full-on trips, whether you're going to the beach, whether you're going to Europe, whether you're going on a cruise, that are not basically equally priced with what a trip to Disney would be.
And that's funny that you say. I got a Groupon email today, and it said, I don't even know if it was true. It was really from Groupon, but I don't know if what they're saying was true. Not calling them a liar, but it said invitation only, right? So like they were only sending this email out to certain special people. Again, with the special thing, right? And it was a discount to go to Legoland.
Oh, my
Like,
brother
one
just
of-
went there.
One of the things, right, was Legoland. It was like, it was still going to cost like $143 for a day at Legoland.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, again,
And they're only open from 10 to 5.
like, hot take, I'm not going to Legoland for $143. And my husband always, when we go someplace that's not Disney,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get fired up with a hot take, like, are you kidding? This is what I'm getting for my money. Like, if we were at Disney, and he's like, but we're not. And we wanted to come here, and this isn't a bad place.
It's hard not to compare.
It's not Disney because it's not Disney.
We arguably spent more in New York than we did on any Disney
any
trip
of
we've
our
gone
Disney
on.
trips last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
That was our most expensive trip of the year. Now we did
By
go over
a
Christmas,
lot.
but it was at least double what we spent on any Disney trip last year.
Yeah.
That's what our bank account said too.
Well, I mean, an
was
average
a
an average
surprise.
ticket to see Lion King on Broadway was more expensive than a ticket to
ticket
Magic
to the
Kingdom
park.
for a day.
Yeah, the
Wow.
Broadway tickets were more than a park
A
ticket.
meal up there is just as much, if not more, than a quick service meal
Mm-hmm.
at the parks.
Oh, yeah.
Hotel up there, which we booked 6 months in advance, was significantly more expensive than
Mhm.
any of the
And we
values or moderates.
We split our hotel room cost,
Oh,
and we still spent more than Disney.
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
right.
So, and that's just one example. Our
Mhm.
trip to Vegas and our trip to where else did we
We
go?
usually, most of the time, we try to plan trips though where we get a deal or we go off season
Yeah.
or something. But every once in a while, you travel where you have to go over a school break
Yeah.
or something. And
I think here's the key to that: the entertainment anywhere you go is going to make it about equal. Like when we went to Vegas,
Yeah.
we got a great deal on the hotel.
but by
we
the
had
time
concert
we pay
tickets,
for the extras,
Yeah,
Show,
the extras
whatever.
are not much different than a Disney park ticket.
Yep.
So that's the trade-off there is the entertainment of where you go. Now, if you're going to the beach and you're not paying for anything other than to sit in the sand,
You could.
you might. But then again, beach houses are expensive and condos. So
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
even when I go to the beach, I'm not. I mean, I've been through that with folks before. Look, if your idea of going to the beach on vacation is going back to the room to make a sandwich, hey, Shelly's not doing that. I can't do it. Not doing it.
But the way they're priced now, you almost have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can remember. But part of that goes back to as a kid. Like there, there's always a backstory to something, right? So when I was a kid, guess what? We did a lot when we went places. We had a sandwich.
You ate in the room, yeah.
Yeah,
It is
and you
a-
ate
it
in the
is a way
room, or
to
you
save
ate in
money.
the cooler
Yeah.
in the car
Yep.
because it was a different time and it's how it worked. And so I've done that. A
If
lot.
you have to, that's a good way to budget where you can
Yes.
afford to
And
do
we
the rest of the trip.
usually, and in fairness, like I don't eat sandwiches at home, people. So like I joke about that, but like in fairness, when we go to the beach, and we go every few years to the beach, we eat probably at least breakfast, if not a second meal in the room every time, and that's what we do. So like again, just poking.
Yeah. Poking the
Poking
bear.
a whole lot of bears out there.
I love sandwiches in the hotel room.
Hot take, this podcast is terrible.
Yeah, don't ever listen again. No.
Hot take, this is our last episode.
If if
Hot
you have
take,
any hot
we don't
takes,
like each other.
I would like to hear some of other people's hot takes. I don't know if you'll comment, but if you do, whenever you're listening to this, give us your hot take.
Hot
Just
take,
don't be mean
hot take, dogs should be allowed at the parks at the end.
with a lot of poop bags.
Oh,
Wouldn't a Disney dog night be cute, though? It would be absolute chaos. But
speaking
it
of,
would
ours
be
is about to knock
cute.
our camera over.
It's
so-
like dog day at the YMCA pool.
Yeah.
It's so great it happens once a year on the day they close the pool.
Anyways, had to throw that one in there for Denver Doodle.
like I said,
He's getting up.
if he knocks his camera over, he's never going to Disney.
Oh, bless
On it now.
him.
Oh, he
Okay.
did it. He did
made
it.
He
He
made
did
it. out.
made
And
it.
he's coming to see me because I got all excited. He needed to come see me.
Well, that's it for our first ever episode on Hot Takes.
I think we're gonna have
but
more.
We
That
had
was
some
fun, and I think we could easily
Y'all,
come up with a
please
lot
let
more.
us know your hot takes or ones you've heard. Like I said, we may not have definitely agreed with some of these hot takes. Some we definitely did, but some we were just saying. So that's it for now. But we will see you guys next time on To the Magic and Beyond.